Maybe the most famous intellectual cliche of the last half-century came from Henry Thoreau. Most men, said Thoreau in another context than he is usually quoted, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. That line has been used by men to justify deserting their wives, smoking opium, boring their bosses at Christmas parties, and jogging. But it has a germ of truth in it, even if most men or women cannot do exactly what they want to all their lives. Most men, but not Utley Puckett, who has come pretty close to doing what he wants to for something like 75 years. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, many have named you. What Utley Puckett likes to do most is to go into the back of Alice's restaurant in Fort Worth, Texas. Its formal name is Cliff's Afternoon Bar. Put a quarter in the jukebox to play Nat Cole's recording of Mona Lisa and dance with Alice herself or any other reasonably lissom lady who is around. It is not, according to a woman who accepted his invitation, it is not avuncular dancing. He likes to dip, a maneuver which was known to servicemen in Los Angeles in World War II as the Palladium knee. To hide a broken heart. Utley Puckett also likes to fish, which he does most days at a time when most of us are in an office or a factory. He likes to drink with his friends. He likes to flirt.
You're so beautiful and everything. When I was playing you, I'm serious.
He hedges a little about his age.
I'm between 60 and 80. And how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were or somebody told you how old you were? How old would you be, Harry?
30.
That's how old I am. I think I'm like, I haven't changed since I was 30. And I think that's beautiful, really.
What Utley Puckett is a pool hustler. What a card shark does with a deck of cards, Utley does with a cue in his hand and a keen eye and 50-odd years hanging around pool halls. That's how he's managed to achieve his version of the American dream. That's also how he's managed to get the quarters for the jukebox and the couple of bucks to buy a drink or dinner now and then for those ladies he flirts with. Utley Puckett is not the first hustler, nor will he be the last. Tennis players do it, so do golfers and backgammon players. Utley just does it his way.
Since I've been able to play pool, I've always been able to have to get a little money, you know what I mean? But I have ability. I've made myself play because I've been hungry a lot, right? So now I have a chance to do something, so I do it. So I'm a good, used to be a good pool player, right? And that's it. That's the whole story.
Has it been a good life?
Oh, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. It's a beautiful life.
He's something of a legend in Texas and a few other places. He doesn't particularly like to play pool anymore. He'd rather dance. And he may not be as good as he once was. Jim Lucas, who runs Gordo's Pool Parlor in Austin.
At one time, he was one of the best in the world. But he's 73 years old now. What times change?
What goes when you get old in pool? What goes? Your eye?
Well, it's a lot of things. Pool is a lot to do with eye-hand coordination. And also your stamina. And being able to walk around the table that long and the muscles in your arm. Pool players talk about a thing called stroke, which tennis players have and everybody else. And it's a conditioning of your muscles in your arm and your back. And pool player that's 73 years old, it's hard.
There aren't many 73-year-old tennis players, do there?
No, there's not.
Utley may have lost a little of his stroke, but he's still a carefree man, doing exactly what he wants to, when he wants to do it. He has no interest in getting rich.
Money to me is a thing that's a necessity. And as long as I have enough for my necessities, then I'm perfectly happy. I don't want a lot of money. And I think that people that want money are missing something in life.
Not everyone could be a hustler. Not everybody would want to be a hustler. But for those who were interested in giving it a shot, I had Utley explain to me how it's done.
The first thing I do is just, I don't deceive anybody. I always tell everybody I'm the champion of Texas, or wherever the license plate's on my car.
If you came into a place like this, and you weren't known,
right?
It wasn't, and there was, say, this many people,
yeah,
early evening or late evening,
right,
and you wanted a game, how do you go about getting a game?
Well, it's just, there's no set pattern, really. You have to do just what comes natural. You know, like things come up, like if I come in here and nobody knew me, the first thing I do is practice, just like we've been doing. Mm-hmm. But I play worse than you've been playing. And then I would try to get somebody to give me, like, the big spot.
A big spot now.
A handicap. Whether it's because I can't play anymore, right? And when I used to could play, I wouldn't ask for a spot. Now I need a spot. There's 100 people around here can beat me, really, in Fort Worth.
Come on.
And that don't count in the state of Texas. Well, if I come in here, I just ask somebody, if I was in a hurry, you know, it didn't look too good, I'd say, does anybody want to play some 9-ball for 20? I used to be the champion of Arkansas. I'll tell you before we play.
You look just that sincere.
I look just that sincere. And then I'll practice. And I won't make no balls. And then I sit down and fall off the stool.
We're going to play this little game, right?
Yeah.
I'm the partner.
Okay.
We'll assume I put up something.
Yeah.
Just assume it.
Assume it, yeah. Okay.
And you're going to teach me the game.
Well,
and take my money.
Oh, well, I mean, if you can, the way you play, naturally, I could beat you. So, I would play, and like, this is the game ball, right here. And we'd shoot, and you would shoot, and I'd shoot, and we'd miss, and you'd do this one would go, and then this one would go, and you'd miss, and this would go, and then this would be like this. I'd leave you like that. Try to, where you can't make it, and you get to shoot at it, right? I know you can't play, so I let you shoot at it, the game ball, a couple of times. Now, if you ever, when you missed it, you set it up accidentally like that, I would say, I am going to run out on you. And I say, I'm the champion, and then I'd make it. Now, that's, you make your opponent beat himself, in other words. You figure out how good he plays, and you play, and you, instead of trying to make the ball, you play safe. And you're doing this on purpose. You're leaving him. He's getting to shoot more than he ever shot before and lost. You know what I mean? But he's getting hard shots.